Hello, and a very warm welcome to our virtual open evening. My name is Gemma Greenhalgh, and I'm the head of school here at Millthorpe. I'm delighted to welcome prospective students and their families this evening. It's such a shame that we can't show you our wonderful school in person this year, particularly as this year we celebrate 100 years since Millthorpe Grammar School opened on this site. But we hope that this film and the live Q&A session, which will follow, will begin to give you a real flavour of why Millthorpe School is such a great place for your children to learn and to grow over the next 5 years. We have all experienced some of the strangest times in living memory over the last few months. I've certainly never experienced anything like this during my 18 years in education. But whilst we've faced so many challenges, it's also been a time of realisation for me and the team here at Millthorpe. Now, more than ever, we've come together as a community, working together and supporting each other. I am so proud of our whole community and how strong we are. My philosophy for education is that all children, regardless of starting points and prior experience, deserve to receive the best possible education so that they can become the best that they can be. But this success is not just about academic achievement, it's about developing well-rounded individual students that are prepared for the challenges and rewards of life in the 21st century. This is absolutely what Millthorpe School is all about. As a parent myself, I've had to make choices about school, college, university. I know these decisions are huge and really important, but my advice would be to ask two fundamental questions. Will my child be safe and happy? And will my child succeed? These questions must be at the heart of the choice that you make with your children about which school is right for them. It needs to be a school that will help your child develop their confidence and life skills and achieve academic success, because they want to be there. As teachers, we are fortunate to see so many young people pass through our school, each creating their own pathway. At Millthorpe, we strive to help our young people become confident, well-rounded, considerate adults, ready to take the next steps towards an exciting career. Our achievements and success, and the fun we have at school, are all down to the efforts of the people here. It's been wonderful to welcome our students back to school this month, to see the classrooms and corridors come back to life and see everyone reconnecting. I'm lucky to have a very talented, professional and caring team here at Millthorpe. I'm supported by our senior leadership team, some of whom work with the students on a daily basis. Mr Baybutt, who leads on Pastoral Care, Behaviour and Attendance, and Miss Simpson, who leads on the provision of care for students with special educational needs and leads the Inclusion Department. Together, members of the SLT work closely with our teaching and pastoral teams, who will be in more regular contact with your children. We realise that, as parents, you previously only had 1 or 2 main contacts for your child at primary school, and that the opportunities to speak with their teachers after school may have felt easier. Please be reassured that we will still keep you informed of how your child is doing through reports, phone calls, letters home, and through your child's form tutor. We value two-way communication, so you can, of course, contact the school at any time. We are really fortunate to have seen significant investment in the school site and facilities over the past few years. In December last year, we took possession of the completely refurbished science labs and a block of 4 brand new classrooms. The project, worth £1.25 million, replaced a number of standalone and temporary classrooms that had far exceeded their intended lifespan. We are now in the final throes of 2 exciting further development projects. The artificial grass pitch project, funded by City of York Council as part of the expansion of Scarcroft School, which will create a fantastic sports facility available for use all year round for Millthorpe and Scarcroft students, as well as children in other local schools and for the wider community. The Applefield Satellite project will provide purpose-built accommodation for Applefield students on the Millthorpe site, allowing them to integrate with mainstream students while still receiving dedicated support from Applefield staff. As I mentioned earlier, the safety and happiness of your child is paramount. Whilst examination success is hugely important, at Millthorpe we also work together with our young people to help them develop and grow, to embrace individuality and to have high expectations for each other. The pastoral care at Millthorpe School is exceptional, and you can expect your child to be looked after by various members of staff. Each year, we welcome around 200 new students into Year 7, who join us from approximately 20 different primary schools. Each year group is split into forms, usually with 25 to 30 students in each form. Students generally stay with their form tutor throughout their school life, and everyone in the form will be in the same house, promoting a real sense of belonging to a team for the whole 5 years. Your child's form tutor will usually be your first point of contact, but other members of staff are available too, via the school office or by email. Everyone at Millthorpe, that's staff and students, belongs to one of 3 houses: Roman, Saxon or Viking. Each house is led by a Director of Achievement, or DOA, Miss Tabscott, Miss Johnson and Miss Parr. The DOAs support each student's personal and academic growth, as well as inspiring them to become a positive and active member of their house in competitions, both on and off the field, in charity fundraising and in supporting their peers. The DOAs also work closely to monitor attendance and punctuality of all of the students in their care. Each DOA also has a dedicated Student Support Officer, an SSO, who is a non-teaching member of staff and is able to also work alongside your son or daughter within the house and pastoral system. Those are Miss Ball, Mrs Roberts and Mrs Detheridge. The staff in the pastoral team are there to help your child with any difficulties they may have, either at the beginning, through transition, or at any point throughout their 5 years at school. The pastoral team are always available if you or your child needs help, advice or support. This can be about school, but it can also be about things happening outside of school that you may need some help with. We aim to make the move, the transition, from primary to secondary school as easy as possible. We know that everyone will feel and cope differently with transition, so we have a number of steps in place to prepare for the move to Year 7. As part of our transition, all students in Year 6 are personally visited in their school by either Mr Baybutt, Assistant Head Teacher for Pastoral Care, Miss Simpson, Assistant Head Teacher for SEND, or by both colleagues together. They talk to all the students and answer any questions that they may have. The children are then given the opportunity to write down the names of up to 4 friends who they would like to be in a form group with at Millthorpe. Mr Baybutt and Miss Simpson then meet with primary colleagues to ensure that any information that we need to be aware of is shared with us at secondary school. In July next year, we will invite our new students and their parents and carers to an induction evening, followed by an induction day when the children spend a day in school with their new form and they get to experience what life is really like at Millthorpe School. You will meet our peer mentors at these events. These are older students who work closely with our new Year 7s to ensure they settle into school life as quickly as possible. At Millthorpe, we pride ourselves on how our pupils conduct themselves in lessons and around school. We have high expectations of behaviour, and our expectations are grounded in our school values that address each student's, teachers and parents' rights and expectations. These are simple shared values, but they are at the heart of our school and represent what is really important to our school community. We believe that it is through these shared values and mutual respect that enable our learners to be happy, safe, confident and achieve. We want you to come to Millthorpe and have an amazing time. Make lots of new friends, join new clubs, enjoy the trips and extracurricular activities, and make many happy memories. But we are also here to make sure that you are learning to the best of your ability and are making excellent academic progress. To help us to do this, all students are encouraged to go for gold on their learning conduct. We use the phrase learning conduct to describe the characteristics and expected learning behaviours of a student who is aiming to be the best that they can be and make the most progress that they possibly can. We use our learning conduct grades alongside academic progress when we report to parents to reflect the specific behaviours that we know lead to success. We know from evidence and from the results of our students in previous years that those who make the most progress, regardless of innate ability, are those that demonstrate these behaviours. We also know that those who achieve our gold standard are the students who year on year go on to make exceptional progress and achieve above all expected standards based on their ability. We also know that all pupils can achieve the gold standard if they work hard and are determined to succeed. You can see here the qualities of behaviours that we expect to see in the gold and in the green columns. Students who achieve a learning conduct of 4, gold, across all or most of their subjects are rewarded each term. Those whose learning conduct is a cause for concern will be supported to make the improvements they need. Learning conduct is completely different to how academic or how good at school your child is. It's about the effort and attitude to learning, and we expect all students to go for gold. We will help students to achieve this, but we do ask them to try their very best and have a really positive attitude to learning. At Millthorpe School, we focus on ensuring consistently excellent progress for all of our children, regardless of their initial starting points or SAT scores. We believe that through hard work, dedication and effort, we can achieve beyond all of our expectations and achieve successful exam results which will prepare us for later life. Although this year was certainly different for us and our outgoing Year 11 students, it was another very proud and fulfilling morning in August as we invited students in to receive their results and celebrate 5 years of hard work at Millthorpe and our best results ever. Our students continue to succeed again. In 2020, over a quarter achieved 5 or more GCSEs at grades 7 to 9 and 11% achieved 9 or more GCSEs at grades 7 to 9. As I stated previously, whilst exam success is important to us, it's more important that we work with our young people as individuals, helping them to develop and grow. We know that some students have specific needs, and as a school we have a strong reputation for supporting vulnerable children and children with special needs. Within our pastoral team, we have colleagues who work across the house system to support students with additional needs. This includes a Director of Student Welfare, Mrs Cooper, whose role is to support students who are looked after children, and some students who face other challenges, and with particular responsibility for pupil premium students across all of 3 houses. We also have a large team of staff led by Miss Simpson, Assistant Head Teacher, alongside her Assistant SENCO, Mrs Fisher, who work together with parents and teachers to support children with SEND. There is a dedicated inclusion support classroom area where students can work on one-to-one lessons or in smaller groups, and a place for them to be supported at breaks and lunch times. In Year 7, students study a wide variety of subjects, some which will be new to them and some they are familiar with. Unlike at primary school, the children will move from classroom to classroom, and although at the moment there may be concerns about getting lost, we always find that our new students quickly get their bearings, and the older students always help them too. In Year 9, in preparation for Key Stage 4, students select the subjects that they will study at GCSE. We offer pupils a broad and balanced curriculum that prepares them for further study at college and university. This, alongside our great relationship with sixth form providers, especially York College and All Saints, is what contributes to our pupils leaving Millthorpe prepared and ready to achieve the successes that enable them to study at prestigious Russell Group universities every year, including Oxford and Cambridge. We do not force all children to study the EBAC subjects, because we believe that the curriculum must be the most fitting for the individual child, and that is much more important to us than chasing league table figures. We also continue to offer a significant number of courses across a wider range of subjects, such as drama, engineering, child development, business studies and graphics, amongst others, to enrich pupils' learning experiences and to give your child the most personalised curriculum that we can, in order to suit their enjoyment and their future career plans. Our curriculum also extends outside the classroom with the vast array of extracurricular activities that take place. Students can get involved with sports clubs, including volleyball, basketball, rugby, badminton, and non-sporting clubs ranging from cookery to chess. Last year, we even had a drone racing club led by Mr Dunn, one of the design technology teachers. We also encourage healthy competition and take part in regular sporting fixtures against other schools. Millthorpe is part of the ISSP, the Independent State School Partnership, through which our students can participate in a variety of masterclasses, in GCSEs in astronomy and Latin, and in numerous sporting and subject clubs. Our curriculum is further enriched by various organised trips which help to broaden our students' horizons. giving them the opportunity to experience firsthand what they've been learning about in lessons. Our geographers take classes to the coast. Our historians accompany students on an annual trip to the battlefields. Our food technologists accompany students to York College, where they work in the industrial kitchens. Our sports staff have taken groups to Wembley, and many of our departments have links with local and national employers who offer discovery days and inter-school events and competitions. We run the Duke of Edinburgh scheme at school, which many of our students tell us is not only fun, but also a great opportunity to discover new interests and talents and develop independence. Through the DV programme, our young people learn, they make friends, they improve self-esteem, and they build confidence, whilst also enhancing their CV. We have a very committed and active student council at Millthorpe, which meets regularly under the guidance of our joint heads of student leadership, Mr Black and Mr Sloan. The Student Council works hard to ensure that students have a voice and they can influence decisions that are made that affect them and that affect the school. There really is something for everyone at Millthorpe, and we encourage all of our new students to try something new when they join us. In November 2018, Ofsted undertook a short inspection at Millthorpe, and we were delighted that they reported the school continues to be good. As the criteria were much more challenging than our previous two judgments of good, we are confident that Millthorpe is very securely good and on our journey to outstanding. As head of school, I was delighted that Ofsted noted that our focus on learning conduct will lead to rapid improvements, and importantly that inspectors witnessed excellent attitudes in lessons, where students were respectful and no disruption occurred. They also acknowledged that students spoke very highly about their experience of the school and about how they treat each other, as well as how they receive guidance about staying safe, and that parents were also overwhelmingly positive, speaking very highly of our pastoral support. We regularly gather feedback from our parents at parents' evenings, which is incredibly valuable. But perhaps for me, the most important information is what the pupils say. I'm always overwhelmed by the number of Year 7s that approach me at the end of the first day and during their first week to tell me about their new school experiences. I have never, despite working in some really lovely schools, had so many Year 7s approach me or speak so positively about their first few days. Last year, we asked all our parents and carers for their views about the school, and we received really positive responses. Perhaps most importantly, over 99% of parents say they would recommend Millthorpe School to another parent, and over 98% of parents say their child feels happy and safe at Millthorpe. I hope that we've been able to provide a small flavour of what our wonderful school has to offer, and that you will consider entrusting us with the education and care of your child next year. Thank you.